Hey guys, welcome to Planning with Crystal. So today's video is a big unboxing of my Archer and Olive Spring 2021 collection. So I may have bought a few things, so I just kind of went to unbox them all and show them all to you. So I've got a few of the new notebooks, couple of accessories, and both of the pen sets. So I'm going to show you everything I got, and then I'm going to do a pen test with the new Acrylograph pens, and hopefully this will help you to decide whether or not you want to pick something up. I bought all this stuff myself, and as usual you'll get my honest opinion with it. You'll probably already realise if you've seen some of my other videos, I love Archer and Olive products. I'm relatively new to the brand, but I have just been enjoying creating with them so much. And I've actually signed up as an affiliate, which means I have my own code, Crystal10, and it will get you 10% off whenever you place an order with Archer and Olive. You get 10% off pretty much everything, and I also get a small percentage for referring you. So if you do want to use my code or my link, then it helps me to grow the channel and doesn't cost you anything any extra, and you actually save another 10%, so it's kind of win-win. So I'm going to share with you everything I got. Let's just do accessories first. So I picked up a set of the new stamps. We got a set of stamps in the most recent subscription box. I'll put a card here if you haven't seen what was in that subscription box, but that kind of introduced us to Archer and Olive stamps. And I have gone and ordered these stamps. I really just like the designs. You're probably not going to see them as well on camera here, but I will show you them in a close-up, and we'll also do a little bit of stamping as well so you can actually see how they perform. But I've been really impressed with my other stamps that came with the subscription box, and these designs, stars, moons, etc. are very me, so I knew I had to go for them. They are a little pricey. They are $23 for these packs of stamps, but these are the acrylic stamps, so you need an acrylic block on the back of them to use them. It doesn't come with an acrylic block, and it also doesn't come with ink, so you need to make sure you've got both of those things if you are buying the stamps. I just mentioned that if you're new to stamping, or if you think it's going to come with those things. Unfortunately, you do just get the stamps. So yeah, we're going to look up close at those particular stamps. I picked up one of the notebook covers. This is the A5 notebook cover. Now I say A5, I think they only do them in an A5 size. So there are a couple of different covers. They do like a standard glitter silver. I believe they do them in silver and gold. I've got the silver one. So this is just plain silver glitter. so it just stays as it is. It's reflecting the light really badly, but the glitter is just in there and stays exactly in place. And then on the back it's pretty much plain apart from this little jelly bit, and that's just so you can get your notebook in it. And these just kind of give it that extra layer of protection. If you're popping it in and out of a bag a lot, they can get a little bit tatty, particularly if you've got one with a linen cover. I have actually got a cover on my notebook. I will show you what I mean. So this is my current bullet journal, and this is the other version that they do. Now in this version, the actual bits of water move around. So you can kind of play with it and move it around a bit. Again, it's just plain on the back, but you can literally play around with it. Whereas this one just totally stays in place, and this one kind of covers up the design a bit more, whereas this one you can still kind of see it. My thoughts on these covers: they're good, they're not, I have some slight issues with them. So it's got a little press stud on the front, and then this little bit that goes around, closes, keeps it all nice and secure. The problem I have with it is when you go to the back cover, because of the way it's designed, you can still get into your pocket, so that's a positive, although you will get a little bit of tightening on your elastic band, and also on this part of the cover it kind of pushes it down a bit, so there's not as much room in the bottom. But what really irritates me about this, considering it's been designed for the notebook, is that it doesn't give you access to the pen loop. So to have access to your pen loop, you would have to cut the cover and pull it through, which I just think is a bit of a shame and a bit of an oversight, because given it's been designed by Archer and Olive, who make these notebooks, it's specifically made for the notebooks. Why have they not thought about making that a part of the case? I just don't get it. So that's a little bit frustrating. But other than that, I do like the case. I enjoy playing with this one in particular, with the water in it. It indulges my inner child. But what I particularly like is this is a linen covered notebook, and they do pick up dirt really easily. If you get the vegan leather covered dot grid notebooks or notebooks, they are okay. It just seems to be that the linen picks up the dirt and this stops that. So I do like that about it. So I can recommend the cases. I just find it slightly frustrating about the fact that you can't actually put your pen loop through. And the covers are $16 each. And I believe you can only order them direct from Archer and Olive at the minute. I might be wrong. But the code and everything will only work on the Archer and Olive website. It won't work anywhere else that sells Archer and Olive, if you see what I mean. I'm obviously in the UK, and they also offer free shipping over $100 to the UK. So I managed to get a good deal by buying quite a few things and getting the 10% off and stuff. So yeah, it worked for me. So I've got 3 notebooks here. This one isn't actually part of the spring collection, but I've just got it anyway, and I'm just going to show you because I just ordered it at the same time. These 2 are the collaboration with The Greater Good, who is an amazing Instagrammer who just, her art is just incredible, and the stuff she creates, amazing. And I just love the design of these 2 notebooks. So I am going to open them up and show you the 2 designs I bought from that collaboration. The collaboration notebooks are only available through the Archer and Olive site, again, not through any kind of third parties. I chose 2, but there were 4 different designs in that collaboration, and they are just while stocks last, I believe. So once they're gone, they're gone. So they're in the standard Archer and Olive boxes. I kind of hoped there'd be like a special collaboration box. I don't know why, but they're not anyway. They're the same as usual. And they've got the kind of paper wrapped around it, so all the packaging is exactly the same. Even the band that goes around it is exactly the same as well, just like the normal kind of notebooks you buy. So this is the vegan leather coffee cup one. I love it. The leather is kind of pebbled on the front, and the design there is just kind of cut out in gold foiling. And obviously it's just got that brown kind of tie around there. The little tab for your pen is black, although I kind of would have liked that to have been brown to like match, you know. Other than that, everything about it is the same. It's got the same bright white dot grid pages, and these notebooks were only available with the white dot grid. You couldn't get any other kind of paper or colour or anything. Of course, we've got the standard ribbons and the Archer and Olive charm there at the bottom, and it's got the same number of pages and everything as usual, 160, and at the back, standard pocket, but plain on the back. I just really liked the simplicity of it. I think it's something a little bit different. I'm not usually somebody who would actually pick up a kind of plainish notebook. I tend to like a lot of design and things going on, but just like the coffee cup, and I just thought it was really cool. And I just thought it's actually the sort of book that wouldn't look out of place in a meeting or a professional sort of job, because it does look pretty professional, I think. Anyway, really liked it, so I was extremely pleased to grab one of those. And the other one, again, same box, everything's the same, apart from obviously I got a different notebook but from the same collection. This is the other one I went for. So this is the one that's got like stars and things on it, and it's done in this kind of drip design. So if you can see here, it's just like the sort of standard black vegan leather, and then the rest of it is done in drips and has got that lovely kind of star design on it. And that's the back. The design even goes around to the back. So I have heard some people kind of saying that they think the design looks almost a little bit religious, like the cross on there. Now, I'm a Christian, so it doesn't bother me if it's got a cross on. That kind of works really well. I'm actually thinking I might keep this for like Bible study type things. So for me, works out perfectly, but I don't know whether that's a consideration for you. I just thought I'd mention it because I have seen a little chat on social media about that, but personally, I love it. And it's got the silver gilded edges, which just add a little more to it and just make it even more special in my mind. And then again, everything else about it is the same as standard notebooks. It's white, they're bright white pages, 160 dot grid pages. We've got the bookmarks, which are black and obviously match with the theme and have the little ampersand logo on there. Pocket and pen loop at the back as usual. So everything else about the journals is the same, it's just they're in these like special designs for the collaboration. So yeah, I love both these notebooks in different ways. Not to say I didn't like the other two she came out with, but these were the two that I just loved. I originally was just going to get the one notebook, and then I was like, no, I need two. So I kind of had to stop somewhere. And then, like I said, I picked up a traveller's notebook. I can't remember if they released any traveller's notebooks in the spring collection, or they either did and I didn't like them, or they just didn't release them. But anyway, I was dying to try this kind of style out, so I've ordered one. And this is the one I've gone for. This was just my favourite out of the different ones I had available. So like I said, this is a traveller's notebook. It's got 144 dot grid pages. It's got this kind of star design on the front, and it's like a light blue linen, 144 dot grid bright white pages. It's still got the elastic around it, that little bit at the front, who this book belongs to. These are what your pages look like, dot grid, but in traveller style, and I've never used a traveller style or size notebook before, so I'm very excited for that. And a little pocket there at the back, and pen loop. Again, kind of wish the pen loop matched. Is that just me? Or, I don't know. Is it just me that like notices these things, or do other people think the same thing? Let me know in the comments anyway. And then the little bookmarks there with like gold accents done with the little ampersand logo thing. The notebooks retail at $36 each notebook, and I picked up 2 packs of the acrylograph markers, acrylograph pens, whatever you want to call them. I love these pens. I've spoken about them before and did like a bit of a test. I think I got a pack as well in my recent mystery unboxing for Archer and Olive, so I did a bit of a pen test with that, but I think I've improved my methods and I can do a better pen test for you now. Anyway, These are the two new colours. They do them in Vernal and Awakening. They are the two new colour schemes specifically for spring. They do them in a 0.7mm and a 3mm. 3mm is a thicker tip and is better for kind of colouring in like larger sections, whereas the 0.7 is better for writing and finer details, which is more of what I do. So for me, I much prefer the 0.7 pens. That is what I've got. Each set comes with 10 pens. I'm going to show you them up close. I'm going to do some swatches, so don't worry too much about that just yet. But essentially, these are how they look pretty much inside all of the pen sets. So you get 10 pens. You get one that's just a blending pen, so it doesn't contain any ink, it's just there for you to be able to blend a couple of colours together. You get a white in every pack, and then your other 8 pens are the ones that are specifically for this collection. And this one also includes a gold pen, which is pretty cool. And you have this side as like a blending palette, so it's like wipe clean afterwards, but you can mix your colours and stuff. I love that they always include these 2 spare tips as well, so if your tips get clogged and need cleaning or replacing, you get them included, which I think is pretty cool. I've not had a massive issue with that. I've had one pen that kind of played up, and I think I put a bit too much ink into the tip, so it became slightly problematic, but I cleaned it up and put in a fresh one, problem solved, so it's great. There's also information inside each of the packs on how best to clean them, activate them, store them, how best to blend with them. So there's lots of information there inside the pack. And they also recommend that you store the pens horizontally as well, as opposed to vertically, because if you store them vertically, the ink either runs into the tip or into the base of the pen, and it just creates some issues. So it's better if you can keep them horizontal. So I just personally keep all of the pens in the boxes. I know some people have some pretty cool ways of storing pens, but for these I just let them stay in the packet because I just find it easier. Then the Awakening set has got a different load of colours. Everything else about it is the same. You're still getting your blending pen and your white pen, but the 8 in the middle are different. And we get a silver pen with this set, which I am extremely excited to try out. So let's go and do some pen tests. Let me know in the comments what you think of my little spring Archer and Olive haul. Is there anything in here that you picked up, or did you pick up anything different, or is there anything that you are tempted to kind of pick out in the future? Don't forget to use my code if you do want to get 10% off everything on Archer and Olive. And I'd love it if you'd give this video a thumbs up. It lets me know you're enjoying the content I'm producing. I'd love it if you'd subscribe to the channel and click the notification bell to be notified when my next video goes live. Let me know, do you enjoy journaling or bullet journaling or anything like that? I'd love to know who's like kind of interested in this sort of content. Thank you so much for watching. Bye guys.